What's up, you guys? It's the lovely Sweet Tea, aka Sweet Tea Honey, your girl Sweet Tea. And I'm back with another video. Y'all, today, your girl is telling a story. I'm doing a story time, okay? Alright, and what I'm doing is a story from my past when I was a hot mama. You feel me? And but it's not good at all about what happened to me. It's kind of graphic in detail. So if you have any kids around, get them out the way. Because it's about to go down. I'm going to tell this story time and everything. And if you're new to my channel, hi, how you doing? And to everybody, just hey, y'all. Hey, my tea babies, how y'all doing? And if you're not a part of the tea gang, the Sweet Tea gang, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now, because it be jumping off over here, you feel me? And you will be officially a part of the Tea Baby gang. See, I got this tattoo that says Sweet Tea, so yeah, you will be my Tea Baby, and that's on everything, you feel me? Alright, so and when you subscribe, hit the bell notification button too, so you can be notified for when I do what? Drop them bangers, and that's on everything, okay, y'all? Period. Alright, so child, let me tell you, back in the day, I had this mean ass baby daddy, you feel me? So one time, I'm just telling you for one instance about one of the times he put his hands on me. This was the beat down of all times. You feel me? I'm saying it like, oh, it's supposed to be nice and glorified. No, I'm just telling you how it is and just trying to explain this thing in detail how it is. And I'm not gonna name no names, but that's just the way it goes. But yeah, child. When I got him in my life, I made a bad mistake because I tried to break it off from him. And, and he didn't like that. So what it was I had done broke up with him because he had been taking me up and through there with putting his hands on me off and on, going in and out of jail. He was using drugs too, and I found out about it. And he was just abusive. He pulled a gun out on me one time before. He used to just snatch me by my hair and talk trash. He kicked me in my hip one time. He did a whole lot of stuff to me. And he used to take my money. I don't know whether y'all remember when paper food stamps were out. He took my food stamp. When I went and got them, you know how you had to get in the line, stand in line and wait for you, in the line downtown or whatever for you to get your food stamps. And I done stood there in the line and got a whole lot of books of food stamps. They used to give them to you by books, like 20s. They look like money, but colorful money and everything. So once I come back home, he's sitting up in there like Mr. Big, and confront me about my food stamps and just snatch it and take him a whole lot of books of my food stamps. And I'm jumping up, grabbing him and trying to get it all out of his hand and saying, give me my money, give me my money. He would even do my checks like that. I was getting a check too. He would take my check, that dude there. So I had went through a whole lot of abuse with him, physically and mentally. So I left him alone, right? And tried to move on with my life, okay? So he had left my house, left me alone as well, went on to his mom's house and was staying there. So, but he wanted to see his kids. I had 2 children from him at the time, yeah. So he said, bring my kids over here, I want to see them. I said, okay. Back then I ain't had no car. But I was talking to this dude, so I told this homeboy of mine to take me over there. He say, how you getting here on the phone? I said, I'm having my homeboy to bring me over there. He said, you better not come to my mama's house with no nigga. I said, you don't tell me what to do. Don't you want to see your kids while you worrying about that part? So I said, Don't worry about how I get them kids over there. As long as I get them there. He said, I swear, dog, you come over here with a nigga, he said, I'm gonna beat your ass. And that nigga ass too. I said, child, whatever. And you know, I wasn't really paying that no attention. You feel me? But back then, let me tell you, I looked good. I was fine, honey. I was thick. Everybody was trying to holler at me. And he was possessed over me. You feel me? Fatal attraction. You feel me? So anyway, I went on and got my kids looking cute and everything, and got in the car with my homeboy and went right on over there. You feel me? Because I wasn't worried about him and what he had told me. Why? Like, who is he? Like, I didn't figure he would really put his hands on me over that, but I should have known the kind of character he was. But I wasn't paying no attention. So, and he caught me off guard. You ever heard that terminology, catch you off guard? That dude that caught me off guard with that. You feel me? So anyway, I drove up. Here he come, walking out the door, licking. I went on with the kids, one on one hip, one could walk. Took him on right in his mama house. So I remember this right. He gonna go to the dude car and say, nigga, who is you? And the dude said, you know, told him his name, was kind of nervous and stuff like that. He said, you could just go on because you're not gonna take her back home. And then the dude said, nigga, I brought her here and I'm gonna take her back. He don't think he said nigga because then my baby daddy would have knocked him out with a two-piece, but because he wild like that. But he was like, no, I brought her here and I'm gonna take her back home. And then here go my baby daddy. He gonna run, get a big old brick, and I'm looking out the door at him. And he made a break like he was finna bust the dude windows out. Dude had done hopped in his car, was like, skirt, took off, honey. Burning rub, I'm telling you, like, skirt. He made that kind of noise getting up out of there. I said, look at that scary nigga. Dang. So I ain't have too much time to think about that, because before you know it, here come my baby daddy done walked up in the house on me. I had one of my kids on my hip, and he was like, put her down. I had two beautiful little girls by his ass. He was like, put her down. I was like, put her down for what? He was like, because I'm going to knock your ass out. Put her down. And I thought about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get beat up. And I thought about, yeah, I might as well put her down because I don't want him to hit me while the child in my arms. And it'd be a whole different scenario, a whole different, thing for the news, you feel me? Because that shit there would have made some shit go down if he would have made a mistake and hit the kid, you feel me? So I put the child down. And before I could put her down good, Blue, he said, bow, bow, bow. He hit me in my mouth. And to this day, y'all, this lip right here he split it in half. And I started leaking blood. I had on this white tee. I was leaking blood all over my shirt. And so good thing his family was there, sisters and brothers. They went to running and hollering and calling his name. And then they hurry up. One of them escorted me. No, I went to running when he hit me like that, because his brother grabbed him and locked up with him, and they was tussling and falling and knocking down furniture, and everybody was screaming and hollering. And I ran, and they said, go baby, go. His mama did. And I ran in the bathroom and I locked myself in there, because I can hear him like running and trying to come where I was and finish me off, baby. But his brother, God rest the dead because his brother done passed away, had a grip on him. I mean, he was falling and calling his name and just was holding him tight. And then in a few minutes, his mama say, I can't call his name. She was like, boy, I'm going to call the popos on your ass. You better get out my goddamn house. I'm on the phone right now with the popos or whatever. Honey, he took off and went to running. He got up out of there. And so they locked the front doors and the back doors, and then they told me to come on out the bathroom. I was in there panicking and trying to, just looking at how I was just bleeding out the mouth, leaking and leaking and leaking. And his sisters and stuff like that, they had my little girls and all. So, you know, they was like standing around me, looking at the damage he had done to me. They was like apologizing and saying, "We so sorry this thing happened to you." And she was like, "You need to, I don't know." She was like, my son, I don't know what the hell wrong with him and all that there. And she was like, "Baby, I'm so sorry." And it was like, "Ooh, look how he did a mouth and all that." Honey, my lip had done swole up so big. I had to walk, when I got home though, I had to walk around the neighborhood looking like that, all swole up and stuff like that. I stayed in the house until that junk healed up. And to this day, I got on lipstick now. You can't see it, but when I don't have on lipstick, you can see this lump up under here, and you can see this split. You can see right where he had split my lip, and my lip kind of off balance. I don't know whether you can tell, but yeah, my lip is off balance a little bit from him doing that shit. You feel me? So all right, so they gave me a ride home and everything, and so I knew it was coming. He go calling on the phone, apologizing, telling me, "Baby, I ain't mean to do that," and all that right there. "I am so sorry, but you know I love you. You pissed me off. You know you ought to know not to come over my mama house with no nigga. I don't play by mines and all that there." And I was like, "But I don't like your ass, and I'm done with you, and you had no right to do that and all that. I ought to press charges on your ass or whatever and get a restraining order against you." He was like, "You ain't got to worry about it. I ain't coming around you no more," and all that there. And so, but he did a few times, kept on trying to beg me back. "I love you, you know, give me another chance," and all that carrying on. But I was like, it's over. And I stood on that. I stood on that. You feel me? I stood on that, and I did not take him back at all. At all. So, you know, and I went on with my life because this dude here I was with him for a couple of years, and he just took me through there. I mean, he was doing the most, and I ain't have time for that kind of stuff in my life, no abusive relationship. You feel me? So if you are in an abusive relationship, it ain't worth it, sis. You got to get out. And if you are the abuser, don't be like that. Especially if the woman is showing you like, togetherness, she's being with you. Stop trying to find fault and excuses to put your hands on her, and you definitely need some help. You probably need counseling, or, you know, if you think you're strong enough, go ahead. Just change. Just make a change. Don't do the woman like that, because women are fragile. And if you love the woman, you know, whatever you love, you don't put your hands on her. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you less of a man when you do put your hands on a woman like that. Don't do that. Of course, you're more powerful than that woman. You can make a mistake one day and hit an unlucky lick. And then what happened to you? And then plus the domestic violence situation. You don't want to keep on going back and forth to jail. None of that. And female, you know, if you're in that type of relationship, and you done talked to him and done did everything you can, and he just won't listen, and he just a hothead and everything, you just gotta go on and move on with your life, because you don't want to be in a state of depression and unhappy and all that there, and end up in the long run get hurt real bad. You feel me? So no, you don't want to be in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's a wonderful thing when you catch a man that catch what he doing is wrong and turn that shit around. If you that type of man, catch yourself, turn yourself around. It could be done. Make a change, and you can make that woman happy by showing her love and togetherness and understanding. It could be a beautiful thing. You know, a relationship is what you make it, and it could just be very beautiful. Don't give a woman like black eyes and marks and stuff on her skin, and just be so over jealous and overprotective and all that right there. Just don't do that. All right. So y'all, yeah, that was my story and everything. Yeah, I can go on and on. I'm gonna do part 2 and 3 and 4, because this man was really abusive, and there's a lot of situations I could tell you about and everything. You feel me? So yeah, that's the end of my story. This is your girl Sweet Tea, aka the lovely Sweet Tea. And comment, like, and subscribe. I'm on all social media sites as the lovely Sweet Tea. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's been good talking to you. It is no one other than the lovely Sweet Goddamn Tea. You feel me? Come back and check me out, okay? Don't be a stranger, and check out my other videos. All right,